Synergy Cafe. I'm not even going to wait for the yellow light right now because I heard the ding in my ear, so I know that we are live. I assume. And Preston is here. Preston, where are you?
I'm here in Honduras.
There he is. Preston in Honduras. I'm out on the back of my deck. You can kind of hear the animals and stuff out in the woods. Maybe I'll give you a little view. You can see right there behind me all the trees and the mountains and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd be outside today because I can be mobile. So, topic for today with the trials and tribulations of travel and tourism. We were talking about this a little bit earlier with people that use like SEO and things like that. How do they get ranked? Because the reality on all these platforms is you can only go, be seen probably on the first or second page. So, and that stuff is constantly being buried. When you put posts on your LinkedIn page or whatever, it's buried within minutes. Same thing with Facebook, Twitter, Google+. So how do travel or tourism operators or resort owners get seen via the internet?
Well, that's a good question. There's a lot of things that they can be involved with, and obviously, advertising is one of them, SEO is another one, and they all kind of work in conjunction with each other. But it is, it's all about keywords. It's about what they have as far as the content on their website and some other major things that come with it. I know some SEO experts that, charge a lot of money to some companies to be able to do that. And it's a lot of work because there's a lot of behind the website scene, so to speak, for keywords, long tail keywords, content writing, what the pictures say, all this other stuff to be able to get ranked high. And the thing with Google is they change it. There's going to be a new update, or has been a new update. There's lots of updates, but Panda update just came out. And, certain things like directories and other things got hit, and other problems with that. But, unfortunately, Google is that, 30,000-pound gorilla that you can't get rid of, and it's part of our lives now, so you got to kind of work within that structure.
Even so, not just Google, but there's also Yahoo, and there's the ability to schedule. There's more than one platform, which makes it even more convoluted and confusing and diffused.
Yeah, that's true.
When an individual company is trying to be noticed on the internet, there's hundreds of thousands of other individual companies that are also trying to be noticed on the internet. So I guess, and if they're using these same robotic methods with certain words, there's only so many words you can use. Ocean, surf, dive, travel, tourism, vacation, holiday. There's only so many words you can use.
Right.
And everybody's using the same word. All of your, I don't like calling them competitors, but I guess they're competing to be on top of the search. So I guess what I advocate is actual humans that are able to get on certain groups like expat groups and communicate to these people. Say, hey, have you ever been to Roatan? Check it out.
Right.
So the human interaction, like I think we mentioned it before, there was some interaction on your webcam comments that was 6 months prior to a person actually going to destination.
Right.
So if you've got humans that are actually interacting with people, there's a much higher chance that a person will be found and remembered in this process.
Absolutely. Well, that's why Facebook does what they do is, they recommend it by friends, or it's a friend feed, or somebody likes it, you like it, and those type of things. But I know what you're saying. Obviously, if you can have genuine conversations with people before they go, or before, once they're in the planning stage of, yes, I'm going on a vacation, I need to look at where I want to go, and you can pinpoint those individual people and be able to talk to them live. Yes, that's a huge deal, because now you have human interaction, like you say, and more possibilities of them coming to your location.
Well, and again, the thing that happens with these machines, like on Facebook,
Robots.
like I mentioned before, like say, for example, you are very laser focused on travel and tourism. That's all you're interested in. So you go on your LinkedIn profile and you start looking at travel and tourism type stuff, and you go on Facebook and you start looking at travel and tourism stuff, but you happen to see somebody that's vacationing in South Beach and there's a Ferrari and you happen to click on it, now you've activated yourself as liking cars, and already you've been diffused from travel and you're into, you know, Motor and Car and Driver magazine or something.
Yeah, that's true. You're going down the rabbit hole, as they say.
That's exactly what happens. But I think that like you use the hashtag Preston video, and you've got an unusual name, Preston Odenbrett. It's memorable, and I'm using Magic Brad. So if people see us interacting online, there's more of a chance that they're going to remember us as humans as opposed to just clicking on Ferrari or Lamborghini and getting spun off into, I mean, it would be nice to take a vacation to South Beach and then cruise down the street in a Lamborghini, but how do you stay focused on the travel and tourism and hospitality area?
Well, you can look at that too. That is still part of travel, because there are rental places that obviously rent Lamborghinis for travel purposes, you know.
The tourist attraction. Same thing with like Harley Davidson. There's people that rent Harleys, and you can take those out touring and stuff. So but now here's a good example. When you're working with someone like you and I and some of our people in the collaborative, we can say, if you want to target Harley drivers that don't want to take their motorcycle, but they do want to rent a Harley, we can start using those key words and hashtags in our social engagement and interaction that's going to start attracting those type of people, just like we did with scuba divers, using that hashtag scuba and finding that dive bot thing, posting it out to all scuba divers.
Exactly. Yeah, it's, you know, so it's being able to be focused specifically on certain things that the client wants, and it's really the key factors. You know, what are they trying to accomplish? Are they just trying to get people to their website? Are they trying to get guests to book? You know, I would think most resorts, at least when I've talked to them, they need to fill up the resort on a regular daily basis, even during their non-peak seasons, because if they don't, they obviously don't make the revenue that they need in order to fix the place and to add more, you know, amenities as time goes on. So it's just kind of like a theme park. You know, theme parks basically get a whole bunch of people in there every single year, but they have to update their stuff. Otherwise, people are just not attracted to it anymore.
Yeah, you got to paint the rails and clean the pool, and you got to keep things maintained, and that costs money. So you do have to book things out. So
exactly.
But again, our interest is the human interaction thing, where if a person, if one of our advertiser friends wants to actually target a certain group, we can do some human interaction, because, you know, a lot of this stuff, these people that do these blog posts and stuff, they increase their rank by syndicating and sharing and helping each other and all that, but it's not authentic. So what I'm advocating is people get on and actually ask questions to these people, like, when are you planning on visiting Roatan? Or when was your last trip to Asheville? And engage with these people to see if they're actually interested in coming to the destination, or are they just typing, oh, nice sunset?
Right. No, that's one thing I see that isn't there, is that all these companies, of course, set up their profiles, their business profiles on Facebook and Google and LinkedIn, and no one answers the questions that people come in there with. You know, I've tested it too. I've gone to a couple of resorts and I just type good comments, you know, as a prospective potential for them, and I get no response. You know, so somehow there's something broken in there. They're exposing their business, but guess what? People are not going to come to their business unless there's interaction.
Well, I think what is broken, and it's not really broken, it's just not working. Like, I did an article once about the internet is broken. It's not really broken, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work the way that we thought it was going to work. We thought that we were going to put our profiles up there with a link to our website, and people are going to come rushing in and start booking stuff. But it requires human interaction. And what happens is these owners of these properties build their profiles on Twitter, and they put links on there. They try and use automated technology that simulates human interaction, and nothing happens because there's not any real genuine human interaction. So what I would suggest is these restaurant owners hire people like us that are humans that will actually go out and interact with an intention of bringing people in the door. That would be our focus. I was tooting my own horn there, but because they've got other things to worry about.
Right.
And then there's the third-party engagement, whereas if a person works for the venue, people probably go, of course you're going to say the pool is clean.
Right.
Whereas when you're talking with someone that's a third-party person and then engage a person that's actually visited the place and says, oh my God, I had a wonderful time there. They're so nice and the pool is clean.
Yeah. Well, I've seen that too on my one of my clients. He has a beautiful island that he owns, and he's renovated it in the last couple of years. And I was reading through some of the comments that he continually gets, and he does interact. And it's amazing how many people interact with him and how many more people come there because of that. I mean, he understands that as a business person, he needs to spend some time. And I don't know exactly when he does it. I think he does it late at night or early in the morning when he does have some time, or he makes time to do that, you know. So, but he interacts and he comments on every single thing that comes in there. And there's other people too, not just in the travel industry, like Bob Berg. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's written books called Endless Referrals and a whole bunch of other great ones. He always interacts with his audience too, and it's amazing because this guy has a lot of people that he has to deal with. But yeah, I mean, it's just getting, you know, into that.
If you use these things, you can interact. I mean, you don't want to have your whole life governed by this when you're trying to have dinner with your family. You got your phone with you.
Right.
But you can kind of interact with people using this thing. You don't need to be in front of your laptop all day. So.
Well, exactly. Exactly. Nowadays, you can be out and about and still interact with people. So it's just that's the key. So, you know, there's a lot of owners who will do that. A lot of owners can't. So they would hire us to be able to do that for them.
And then fortunately, we don't want to overwhelm ourselves. So we keep focused on specific clients rather than getting overwhelmed with too many people to keep track of.
Right.
I posted this morning because I don't really have nothing scheduled today other than this hangout. Then I'm going to go do some stuff because I don't have much scheduled to have to do. So I've got some free time if anybody wants to use me.
Well, I don't. I've got to leave after this, unfortunately, do some errands, but and then I got a couple of meetings after me.
But we got I like doing these little short, quick, just to let people know that we exist and that we do have their interest. Our concerns are their interest, or their concerns are our interest, or whatever. So we got about another 2 minutes. If you want to just close this off, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Well, I think one of the things that you know a lot of resort owners need to know is that there are people like us, especially us, that help them, but they have to reach out. You know, we can make those cold calls, we can make those introductions, but that doesn't really cement the relationship. So if you are a resort in the traveling, in marketing, you know, definitely want to talk to you and see how we can work together.
And I'd like to also mention that we are looking for other people in the collaborative. We've got some people that are experts with Skype, with LinkedIn, people that do social media, people that do SEO. We've got a guy that does sales, and we're looking for other people that have unique talents and things that can help resort owners and tourist attractions get noticed on the internet and create that engagement. So how to get a hold of us? Google the keyword Magic Brad or hashtag Preston Video. You'll be able to find us if you just look at our names on there and do a search. You'll find us. So we're available. Thanks, Preston. Enjoy the rest of your day. We will talk later.
All right. Talk to you later.
Peace.